It is a scary day when the effects of climate change are realized by the financial sector, when the undeniable blows of natural disasters rocks local, regional, and international economies. Once viewed as menial, climate change, or global warming, as it was referred to at the start of the new millennia, was nothing more than drivel from environmentalists to those who employed the financial sector. Now, quarter of a century in, financiers have no choice but to acknowledge the undeniable strains on the sector. Austinany Insurance Executive Chairman Leighton Khan expressed that should this trend continue, insurance figures can become extraordinarily high.
The insurance industry is at the core of all of this. Everything just comes back to the insurance company. When your properties are affected in a hurricane or what have you, as an insurance company is the door you go knock on first. But they're having serious challenges in acquiring reinsurance. Because there's a food chain. You're not at the bottom as the local consumer, then there's the insurance company, and above the insurance company is the reinsurer. And that's the guy who really pays the majority of these claims. And the numbers at the top are getting very small. And so those that have remained in the market are charging whatever they want, and that cost has been passed on to the insurance company. The insurance company then passed that cost on to you. But they have no choice. A lot of people think their insurance company is ripping them off. I can assure you in most cases it is not. They are basically trying to survive. And right now we have to start even questioning whether we'll be able to get insurance 5 years down the line. And if you even can get it, are you going to be able to afford it? It's that scary.
With the UN focus being placed on sustainable development goals, President of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of the Caribbean, Andrea St. Rose, says it is only imminent the financial sector follows suit.
So countries are now paying attention. We also have a case where the region has been impacted by natural disasters, and it has had significant impact on the financial statements of companies, and in particular financial institutions who are carrying those securities for the loans that they have issued, only to find out that the underlying security has just disappeared, and in some cases it's not insured. So it has direct financial implications, because it means that you have to write this off in your books, incurring a loss in the process. So you have no dividends to pay to your shareholders or to reinvest. It also have implications for the amount of capital that the bank has to meet the requirements of the central bank.
The losses incurred pose a great threat to the sector and the economy at large.
You also have international bodies that are placing requirements in terms of institutions having to identify and assess those risk opportunities as well, and to disclose that in their financial statements. You also have certain entities, certain organizations in some parts of the world that actually require that institutions measure what they refer to as their scope 3 emissions. And these are emissions that they have no control over, but it relates to people that they do business with. So it means that they have to capture that data, otherwise they might not be able to do business with those institutions.
These dire losses and strain is felt by the sector. International clients have difficulties acquiring policies to safeguard their properties, a reality that the Caribbean can soon face, Khan explains.
People in Florida are experiencing that right now, where they cannot get insurance. It's not so far-fetched for us in the Caribbean, because we're a very small, tiny market. They could forget about us, and it's no skin off their backs. So let's get real. So my point is, let's build and strengthen our local insurance industry. Government needs to get behind it, remove premium tax from property insurance, give incentives on reinsurance premiums, and build a solid, resilient insurance industry.
They acknowledge climate change's severe impact on the financial sector at the Financial Regulatory Service Authority Symposium discussing mitigating preparedness and resilience. For Choice News Now, I am Chelsea Austinany.